They can't take us back.
The whole room was silent. Everyone stared at the stage. Nobody knew what would happen next. Then another voice rang out from the audience. Yes, it's true. Everyone turned. Mrs. Patterson stood up from her seat. She walked down toward the stage. It's true that these girls ran away from the orphanage. But let me tell you why. She climbed onto the stage and stood between the girls and Mrs. Blackwood. These two girls have lived in that orphanage for years. They have a gift for music. A real gift. But Mrs. Blackwood told them they could never pursue their dreams. She said music was silly and worthless. She said they would work and nothing more. Mrs. Blackwood's face became even more red. That's not, she started to say. Let me finish, Mrs. Patterson said firmly. These girls saw an advertisement for this competition. They asked for permission to come. Mrs. Blackwood refused. So they did something brave. They escaped. They traveled to London with almost no money. They slept on a park bench because they had nowhere to go. They came here because music is their life, because they have talent that deserves to be heard. The audience was completely silent. Everyone listened to every word. Mrs. Patterson continued. I met them by chance. I heard their story, and I decided to help them. Today, I am their legal guardian. I have applied for temporary custody. These girls will not be going back to that orphanage. Mrs. Blackwood stepped forward. You can't do that. They belong to the state. You have no right. I have every right, Mrs. Patterson said. And I have a lawyer who will prove it. One of the jury stood up. She was a woman named Sarah Chen. She was a famous singer. Mrs. Blackwood, she said, I think you should sit down and watch these girls perform. Then we can discuss what happens next. Absolutely not, Mrs. Blackwood shouted. I am taking them now. Another jury stood. He was an older man named Thomas Wright. Officers, he said to the police, I suggest you escort Mrs. Blackwood to a seat. Let these young ladies finish their performance. The legal matters can wait 15 minutes. The police officers looked at each other. Then, one of them nodded. Come on, madam, he said to Mrs. Blackwood. Let them finish, then we'll sort this out. Mrs. Blackwood's mouth opened and closed like a fish. She wanted to argue, but the officer took her arm gently. Please, madam, take a seat. Slowly, reluctantly, Mrs. Blackwood walked off the stage. The officers guided her to a seat near the front. The host walked to the center of the stage. He looked at Lily and Maya. Both girls were crying. Do you want to continue? He asked gently. Lily looked at Maya. Maya looked at Lily. They both looked at Mrs. Patterson. She smiled at them and nodded. Yes, Lily said. Her voice was shaking but clear. Yes, we want to continue. The audience suddenly burst into applause. It started with one person, then another, then everyone. The whole room was clapping and cheering. Some people stood up. More people stood. Soon everyone was on their feet. Lily wiped her tears. Maya picked up her violin bow. The host smiled. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for courage. The applause got even louder. Then slowly it quieted down. Everyone sat down again. The room became silent. Lily and Maya stood at their microphones. From the top? The sound technician asked. From the top? Lily said. The music started again. This time was different. This time, Lily sang with her whole heart. Every word meant something. Every note carried emotion. Maya played the violin like never before. Her bow danced across the strings. The music they made was magic. It told a story of pain and hope, of dreams and freedom, of two girls who refused to give up. The audience listened in complete silence. Some people had tears in their eyes. The jury sat very still, absorbed in the music. Lily sang the final verse. Her voice rose higher and higher. Maya's violin soared with her. They reached the last note together. The sound filled the entire hall. Then it ended. Silence. Complete silence. For 3 seconds, nobody moved. Then the audience exploded. Everyone jumped to their feet. The applause was like thunder. People cheered and shouted. Some cried. The jury stood up too. All of them clapping. Sarah Chen had tears running down her face. David Wells was clapping over his head. Thomas Wright smiled bigger than anyone. Lily and Maya stood on the stage holding hands. They couldn't believe it. They had done it. They had really done it. The applause continued for a full minute. Finally, the host came back onto the stage. "Wow," he said into his microphone. "Just wow. That was something special." He turned to the jury members. "What do you think, jury members?" Sarah Chen spoke first. "In 20 years of doing this job, I have never seen such raw talent combined with such courage. That was breathtaking. It's a yes from me." David Wells spoke next. "You two have something very rare. Real authenticity. Real heart. That's what music is about. Yes. From me." Thomas Wright was last. "Young ladies, you have a gift. And more importantly, you have determination. You will go far. Yes, from me. You're going to the finals." The audience cheered again. Lily started crying again, but this time they were happy tears. Maya hugged her tightly. They had done it. They were in the finals. Mrs. Patterson climbed onto the stage and hugged them both. "I'm so proud of you," she said. "So incredibly proud." But then Mrs. Blackwood pushed through. She walked onto the stage again. "This is all very touching," she said coldly. "But these girls are coming back with me now. Officers." The police officers came onto the stage. But before they could do anything, Mrs. Patterson pulled out some papers. "Actually," she said, "I have here emergency custody papers. As of this morning, I am the legal guardian of Lily Thompson and Maya Patel. Judge Harrison signed these papers at 8 o'clock this morning. These girls are under my care now." She handed the papers to one of the officers. He read them carefully. Then he nodded. "These appear to be in order," he said. He looked at Mrs. Blackwood. "I'm sorry, madam, but these girls are legally in Mrs. Patterson's care now. There's nothing we can do." Mrs. Blackwood's face went white, then red, then purple. "This is outrageous. You can't just steal children." "I'm not stealing anyone, Mrs. Patterson said calmly. "I am providing a home for 2 talented young women who deserve better. If you have a problem with that, talk to my lawyer." Mrs. Blackwood looked like she wanted to explode. But there was nothing she could do. The papers were legal. The judge had signed them. She turned and marched off the stage. Her footsteps were loud and angry. She left the building. The doors slammed behind her. She was gone. Forever. Lily and Maya just stood there. They couldn't believe it. They were free. Really free. They would never have to go back to Street Margaret's orphanage. They would never see Mrs. Blackwood again. A new life was beginning. Right now. They walked off the stage together. Mrs. Patterson walked with them. Her arms were around both girls. They went back to the waiting area to collect their things. Other participants came up to them. "You were amazing," one girl said. "So brave," another said. "Good luck in the finals." Everyone was friendly now. Nobody looked at them strangely anymore. Before they could leave, a woman in a business suit approached them. She had a clipboard and a warm smile. "Lily Thompson and Maya Patel?" she asked. "Yes, that's us," Lily said. "I'm Rachel Morris, one of the competition organizers," the woman said. "I wanted to tell you something special. Because you've made it to the finals, you get to keep the instruments you performed with today. They're yours now." Maya's mouth fell open. "What?" she whispered. "The violin? I can keep it?" "Yes," Rachel said. "And Lily, the guitar is yours too. It's our gift to all finalists. You earned it with that incredible performance." Lily looked at Maya. Then they both looked at the woman. "Are you serious?" Lily asked. Her voice was shaking. "Completely serious," Rachel said. "The instruments are waiting for you in the equipment room. They come with cases too." Maya started crying again. "Thank you," she said. "Thank you so much." "You're very welcome," Rachel said. "Now go get your instruments, and we'll see you on Wednesday for the finals." They went to the equipment room with Mrs. Patterson. A staff member gave them 2 cases. One long case held the beautiful violin Maya had played. One wider case held Lily's guitar. They carried their cases carefully, like they were holding treasure. "I can't believe it," Maya whispered. "We have real instruments now. Professional instruments." "Everything is changing," Lily said. "Everything is getting better."
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to catch the next episode of Emma and Lily. See you in the next thrilling episode.